What if I told you that the most powerful emperor in human history discovered a secret so profound that it could transform your entire life in just 30 days? Marcus Aurelius, who ruled over 60 million people, wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But here's what most people don't understand about this quote. Before we dive deep into this life-changing wisdom, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Why? Because in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to share 3 Marcus Aurelius techniques that successful CEOs pay thousands of dollars to learn from executive coaches. And if you're someone who's tired of feeling overwhelmed by circumstances beyond your control, this video will be the turning point you've been searching for. Let's begin. Picture this. It's 180 AD. Marcus Aurelius sits in his tent on the Germanic frontier, surrounded by the chaos of war, the weight of an empire on his shoulders, and the constant threat of death. Yet, in his private writings, what we now call meditations, he's completely calm, focused, and in control. How is this possible? The answer lies in one revolutionary principle that changed everything for him. And it's about to change everything for you too. Marcus Aurelius discovered that while we cannot control external events, we have absolute sovereignty over one thing: our thoughts. And when you master your thoughts, you master your life. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think controlling your thoughts means suppressing them or pretending everything is fine. That's not what Marcus taught. What he discovered was far more powerful and practical. Now, before I reveal the first technique that Marcus used to control his thoughts, a technique that modern neuroscience has proven to literally rewire your brain, I want you to know that by the end of this video, you'll have a complete mental framework that you can use immediately. So stay with me, because what's coming next is pure gold. Let's start with the foundation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." But this wasn't just philosophical poetry. This was a practical strategy for mental control. You see, Marcus understood something that modern psychology has only recently confirmed. 90% of our mental suffering comes from 2 places: regret about the past and anxiety about the future. When you're fully present, when you're completely focused on this moment, suffering becomes impossible. But how do you actually do this? Marcus had a specific technique. Every morning, he would write what he called morning reflections. These weren't just random thoughts, they were strategic mental programming sessions. Here's exactly what he did, and what you can start doing today. First, he would remind himself of his mortality, not to be morbid, but to create urgency and perspective. He would write things like, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." Wait, that sounds negative, right? Wrong. This was brilliant psychological preparation. By anticipating challenges, he was mentally rehearsing his responses. He was programming his mind to remain calm and philosophical regardless of what happened. Second, he would focus on what he could control. Marcus had a simple but powerful framework. Some things are within our power, while others are not. This isn't just ancient wisdom. This is the foundation of modern cognitive behavioral therapy. Think about your biggest stress right now. I guarantee you it falls into one of 2 categories: things you can control or things you cannot control. Marcus taught us to put 100% of our energy into the first category and 0% into the second. But here's the breakthrough insight that most people miss. You don't just control your actions, you control your interpretations. Marcus wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Now let me share the 3 specific techniques that Marcus Aurelius used to master his thoughts. These are the same techniques that modern executives pay thousands to learn, and you're getting them for free right here. Technique number 1, the view from above. Marcus regularly practiced what he called the view from above. He would imagine himself rising above his current situation, seeing it from a cosmic perspective. He wrote, "How small a fragment of vast and infinite time has been allotted to each of us, for very swiftly it vanishes in the eternal stream." This isn't about minimizing your problems. It's about right-sizing them. When you're stressed about a deadline, imagine viewing that stress from space. When you're angry about traffic, see it from the perspective of eternity. This technique instantly shifts your mental state from reactive to responsive. Here's how to practice it. Next time you're overwhelmed, close your eyes and imagine zooming out. See yourself from above, then your building, then your city, then your country, then Earth, then the solar system. Feel how your problems shrink to their proper size. This is mental control in action. Technique number 2, the discipline of desire. Marcus taught that we suffer not because of what happens to us, but because of the gap between what happens and what we expected or desired. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This technique involves consciously choosing your desires. Instead of wanting things to be different, you train yourself to want things exactly as they are, while still working to improve them. This sounds paradoxical, but it's incredibly powerful. Practice this. For the next week, every time you catch yourself thinking, "I wish this was different," immediately follow it with, "But I accept this as it is, and I will respond wisely." Watch how this simple shift transforms your mental state. Technique number 3, the inner citadel. This was Marcus's most powerful concept. He believed that within each of us is an inner citadel, a fortress of the mind that cannot be conquered by external circumstances. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The inner citadel is your capacity to choose your response to any situation. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, later echoed this when he wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." Here's how to build your inner citadel. Every day, practice responding rather than reacting. When someone cuts you off in traffic, pause and choose your response. When you receive bad news, take a breath and choose your interpretation. When you face a setback, pause and choose your next action. This isn't about being emotionless. It's about being emotionally intelligent. It's about recognizing that between stimulus and response, there's a space. And in that space lies your power. Now, I promised you something special, and I'm about to deliver. In just a moment, I'm going to share Marcus Aurelius's secret daily practice. The one thing he did every single day that kept him mentally strong even while ruling an empire. But first, let me ask you, are you starting to see how these techniques could transform your daily life? Because what's coming next is the practical application that ties everything together. Here's Marcus Aurelius's secret daily practice, the one that kept him mentally strong through wars, plagues, and the immense pressure of ruling the Roman Empire. Evening reflection. Every night, Marcus would review his day through the lens of Stoic philosophy. But this wasn't just casual thinking. This was structured mental training. He would ask himself 3 specific questions. 1. What did I do well today in terms of controlling my thoughts and responses? Where did I let external events control my internal state? How can I apply Stoic principles better tomorrow? This practice, which he called the examination of conscience, was his way of continuously improving his mental discipline. Modern research shows that this type of reflective practice literally rewires your brain, strengthening the neural pathways associated with self-control and emotional regulation. But Marcus took it further. He would also practice what he called premeditation of evils, not to be pessimistic, but to be prepared. He would imagine losing his wealth, his position, even his life, and practice responding with equanimity. This mental rehearsal made him unshakable when real challenges arose. You can start this practice tonight. Before bed, spend 10 minutes reviewing your day. Ask yourself, when did I control my thoughts well today? When did I let circumstances control me? How can I be more stoic tomorrow? Write down your answers. This simple practice will transform your mental strength within weeks. Before I share the final piece of this puzzle, Marcus Aurelius's ultimate secret for maintaining mental control even in the worst circumstances, I want to give you one more gift. At the end of this video, I'm going to provide you with a free downloadable guide, the Marcus Aurelius Daily Mental Training System. It includes all the techniques we've discussed plus bonus exercises you can start using immediately. So make sure you watch until the very end. Here's Marcus Aurelius's ultimate secret, the one principle that governed all his thinking. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This quote contains the entire philosophy of mental control. Let me break it down. The universe is change. This means that impermanence is the only permanent thing. Everything you're worried about, everything you're attached to, everything that's causing you stress, it's all temporary. Understanding this deeply brings incredible peace. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This means that your experience of life is not determined by what happens to you, but by how you think about what happens to you. Two people can experience the exact same event and have completely different life experiences based solely on their thoughts. Marcus lived this principle. When faced with betrayal, he chose to see it as an opportunity to practice forgiveness. When faced with loss, he chose to see it as a reminder of life's preciousness. When faced with criticism, he chose to see it as a chance to examine his actions and improve. This is the ultimate mental control, the ability to consciously choose the meaning you assign to every experience. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the author of your interpretations. But here's the key. This isn't about positive thinking or denial. It's about conscious, rational interpretation based on wisdom and virtue. Marcus didn't pretend bad things were good. He found ways to respond to bad things that made him stronger and wiser. So, how do you apply all of this starting today? Here's your Marcus Aurelius Mental Control Action Plan. Morning practice, 5 minutes. Read one quote from Marcus Aurelius. Set your intention to control your thoughts, not circumstances. Mentally rehearse potential challenges and your Stoic responses. Throughout the day, practice the pause between stimulus and response. Use the view from above technique when stressed. Remember, I control my thoughts, not outside events. Evening practice, 10 minutes. Review your day through Stoic principles. Identify moments of mental control and moments of reactivity. Plan tomorrow's mental training. Weekly practice. Read from Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. Practice premeditation of challenges. Strengthen your inner citadel through conscious choice. Remember, Marcus Aurelius didn't become mentally strong overnight. He practiced these principles daily for decades. But the beautiful thing is, you can start seeing results immediately. Every time you choose your response instead of reacting automatically, you're building mental strength. If this video has opened your eyes to the incredible power you have over your own mind, I need you to do something right now. Hit that like button, and here's why. Every like tells YouTube that this ancient wisdom needs to reach more people who are struggling with stress, anxiety, and feeling out of control. You're literally helping spread Marcus Aurelius's life-changing teachings to people who desperately need them. Next, I want you to comment below with this exact phrase: I control my thoughts, not outside events. When you write this, you're not just commenting. You're making a commitment to yourself and this community. And I read every single comment because your journey matters to me. Here's something special. Share this video with one person in your life who's been struggling lately. Maybe a friend dealing with work stress, a family member going through a tough time, or a colleague who seems overwhelmed. By sharing this, you're giving them the same gift Marcus Aurelius gave us, the knowledge that they have power over their minds. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Here's my promise to you. Every week, I bring you practical wisdom from the greatest Stoic philosophers, translated into actionable strategies you can use immediately. This isn't just philosophy. This is life transformation. Finally, come back to this video in 30 days and leave a comment telling me how these techniques have changed your life. I want to hear your success stories, your breakthroughs, your moments of mental victory. Your testimony could be the inspiration someone else needs to start their own journey to mental freedom. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good person should be. Be one." The same applies to mental control. Stop arguing about whether you can control your thoughts. Start doing it. You now have the same tools that helped the most powerful man in the ancient world maintain inner peace while ruling an empire. The question isn't whether these techniques work. History has proven they do. The question is, will you use them? Your mind is the one thing that is truly yours. No one can control it but you. No circumstance can defeat it unless you let it. No external event can disturb your inner peace unless you give it permission. You are more powerful than you know. You are more in control than you realize. You have everything you need to transform your life, starting with your very next thought. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The strength is already within you. Now go and use it. Remember to download your free Marcus Aurelius Daily Mental Training System guide. The link is in the description below. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic, and remember, you control what you think.